What up, guys? It's Ryan with the Packers Hub. Just wanted to give you guys some quick thoughts before I run out and go get some Busch Classics for the fucking game tonight. I'm fucking hyped. I can't believe it's fucking week 1. And dude, I want to shit on the Bears so bad. Fuck, dude. All this bullshit after they got Khalil Mack, like, god damn it. These Bear fans have been on their high horses. We gotta put them back in their fucking place at the bottom of the division where they fucking belong. Some of these guys are talking about that they're gonna win the division. Bears fans are saying they're gonna win the division. Let me get into these points before I start going off on that tangent. So they got Khalil Mack. God fucking damn it. God damn it, they got Khalil Mack. And it hurts worse because we were in the running. We wanted Khalil Mack. Apparently, we only offered a first. We didn't want to give up both first round picks. Which, I mean, like, I guess at a point you gotta put your foot on the ground, or is that the saying? I don't even know, but you just got to make your line in the sand, and you got to say enough is enough at some point. So the Bears were willing to pony up 2 first-round picks, and DeAndre, or who did they trade? They traded one of their safeties. I can't remember who it was, but yeah, they traded one of their safeties. They traded a player, 2 first-round picks. And, they gave up a lot. They gave up a lot for the guy. And then on top of that, they gave him $23.5 million, making him the highest paid defensive player ever in the NFL. So that's really exciting for this week. You got the highest paid offensive player in Aaron Rodgers facing off against Khalil Mack, the highest defensive paid player in the NFL. I mean, that's going to be really exciting. So how can we limit Khalil Mack? Looking at that, I think the key to this whole game, Marcedes Lewis. Dude, the guy is basically an offensive tackle. I just got done talking to him on my podcast about Marcedes Lewis being a complete savage at blocking. This guy's 6'7", 280. He's basically an O-tackle. He's 20 pounds away from being a starting O-tackle in the NFL. He's consistently graded as the best blocking tight end in the NFL by Pro Football Focus. And, he can make chips in the pass game. He can completely demolish guys in the run game. So look at Marcedes Lewis to be helping out D-back. Well, like D-back even needs help. This guy's the best left tackle in the NFL. Brian Bulaga was the best right tackle in the NFL a couple years ago when he was healthy. So do our tackles really need that much help? I mean, yeah, it's still Khalil Mack. So yeah, throw Marcedes Lewis on whatever side Khalil Mack's on, and I think that neutralizes that threat. As far as other things, other guys on the Bears defense goes, I mean, Adrian Amos, kind of an underrated guy, complete savage. I'm pretty sure he was the highest graded, or one of the highest graded. I think he was like top 3 of the highest graded safeties in the NFL last year, according to Pro Football Focus. So very underrated, complete savage. And they got Vic Fangio back. That's going to be a good goddamn defense that we're going to have to deal with. Our offense, we got the weapons. We got Randall Cobb, we got Devontae Adams, we got Jimmy Graham, we got plenty of options, but still we're going to have to go up against a goddamn good defense. Now, Kyle Fuller, Brett Hundley savaged his ass. He's completely savage. Brett Hundley. Yeah, Brett Hundley. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with that. With Aaron Rodgers slinging the rock to Jimmy Graham and Devontae Adams. Yeah, we'll see what happens then, Bears fans, you goddamn motherfuckers. So, also Roquan Smith, how much is he going to play? Some people think not that much. Some people think maybe third down, like passing situations. Don't want to get him hurt in like a run game scenario or something like that. I don't really know. I don't really know how much Khalil Mack's even going to play. Some people are talking about maybe just obvious pass situations. Same with like a Roquan. So we'll see how much Khalil Mack plays. Also, Leonard Floyd, another guy that could take a step. We don't know, very athletic, very, dynamic guy coming off the edge, but, he's never really put it all together. We'll see what he does. And then the Bears D-line, they got some guys. Akeem Hicks, one of the highest graded D-linemen, interior D-linemen in the NFL. They just paid Eddie Goldman big money, which I think is, what the fuck are you paying Eddie Goldman big money? What the hell has he ever done? I mean, he's a solid, first, second down run stopper, but he's never really been that highly graded by PFF, or he's never really been, such a dynamic guy that he needs $40 fucking million. I mean, what? I don't get it. But going off on a different tangent, I don't care how good the Bears defense is. The Bears' success hinges on Trubisky. 110%. Everybody's completely. I heard just yesterday, someone said the Bears could be in the Super Bowl in 3 years. What? Trubisky has shown us nothing over the course of 12 games last year. 7 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. You could say, oh, John Fox, this, that, the other thing. I don't care. I literally don't. Trubisky, 7 touchdowns, 7 interceptions in 12 games. And this guy's going to lead them to the Super Bowl in 3 years? What? We have no idea what Trubisky's. He didn't even look that good in the preseason. Brett Hundley looked better than Trubisky in the preseason. So we'll see how good Trubisky really is. He's the thing that's gonna make or break the Bears. People are talking about, oh well, McVay and Goff did it, so now it's gonna be Nagy and Trubisky. Yeah, because it happened like that with Gase and Tannehill, didn't it? I mean, dude, I literally don't understand like the over the top optimism. I understand like, oh, maybe it could turn out like that, or it has that potential. Nagy's a pretty good offensive coordinator. Trubisky's, he was the second overall pick. Maybe it could end up like that. It's like, no, it's like they're going to Super Bowl in 3 years. And Trubisky has shown us nothing to indicate that. So, we'll see. There's a whole season that we have to play. And we haven't even played game 1 yet. So, we'll see what happens. And, the Bears have the element of surprise. It's a whole new team. They got rookies. They got traded players. They got free agents. They got a brand new coaching system, except for Vic Fangio, which was a huge get for Nagy, keeping him on board. So, the Bears have a lot of new things that they can throw at us. We don't really have a scouting look on them besides preseason, but in preseason, all you're running is vanilla shit. So we have no idea what they're going to be running. So they definitely have the element of surprise going into this game. Halftime adjustments are going to be key. And another thing that Ryan Pace did for Mr. Trubisky was get him a ton of weapons. They got A-Rob, who we were trying to sign. They got Trey Burton. They got Taylor Gabriel. They lost Cam Meredith, which I thought they probably should have kept him. Kevin White is healthy, but how much does that mean? I don't know, but they got him weapons. They did. They went out and they got him weapons. They even got him, even more weapons on defense to help him out. Getting Khalil Mack, getting Roquan Smith. Oh my God, Ryan Pace. He put all of his. He's all in. It's exactly like poker. He put all of his chips in. He's all in with Khalil Mack. He gave Mitch Trubisky everything that he could ever want. The offensive line isn't half bad. So if the Bears suck, he's out. He's out. I mean, there's no one else you can put the blame on but him. He's put all of his chips in the middle of the table, and it's ride or die with Trubisky. Looking at a matchup that could potentially give us a lot of trouble, Tariq Cohen. Holy shit, man. Josh Jones is out. He didn't practice all week. So who are we putting on him? Is Oren Burks even playing? He's questionable, which I hate the NFL's new injury thing. Like, it's either questionable, doubtful, or you're out. It used to be probable. So we have no idea what these questionable guys are. These guys actually questionable? Are they probable questionable? Or what is it? I hate how they did that. But so Oren Burks and James Crawford are both they're both questionable. So we need Oren Burks out there to be covering, because Antonio Morrison is not going to be covering Tariq Cohen. Oh my God, that would be a shit show. So we need Oren Burks to play, or we need to put a safety, maybe get Raven Green in there, have him key up on Tariq Cohen, because after last week's preseason game, Jermaine Whitehead looked like complete shit, so I don't want him on Tariq Cohen, such a dynamic player like he is. So, that's one matchup we got to look out for. Tariq Cohen coming out of the backfield, because Nagy loves those shifty running backs, thinking back to Kansas City, Charchandrick West, Spencer Ware, even Kareem Hunt was pretty goddamn shifty. So, be on the lookout for Tariq Cohen, and obviously Jordan Howard. He's a complete bell cow in that offense, so we really got to look out for him. Like I said, the offensive line has been improved, but I think our defensive line is obviously better. Mikey D, Kenny Clark, Mo Wilkerson, and Montravius Adams and D. Lowry. Dean Lowry, he's solid. He's never going to be great, but, he's a solid D lineman. He's going to give you some good reps. And then Montravius Adams took a huge step this offseason, it seemed like. The coaches were raving about him. His preseason was fantastic. The practices, the games. Really excited for Montravius. Our defensive line, I think, better than the Bears' O-line. We obviously have the better quarterback. I think the running backs, they probably got better running backs with Jordan Howard because he's had so much production, and Tariq Cohen is such a threat coming out of the backfield. We'll see what Jamal Williams can do. I still think that Aaron Jones is going to be the starter when he comes back in week 3. But, Jamal Williams, towards the end of the season, he was looking like a goddamn savage. The last time we played the Bears, he was trucking everybody out there. So we'll see what he does. I know he's working out a shit ton this offseason, and hopefully healthy Ty Montgomery will give us, will be kind of our Tariq Cohen guy, on third downs, comes in, can run some pretty good routes out of the backfield like he did last year. So we'll see what happens with that. Wide receivers, we had Davante Adams. I mean, complete savage. I don't care how good Allen Robinson was before or what. He's coming off an ACL. He hasn't played in over a year. This, that, the other thing. Davante Adams is a complete savage. He's shown that he can do it with Aaron. He's shown that he can do it with Brett Huntley. He can do it with anybody, especially Aaron. I think we got the better passing game, 110% the better passing game. They might have the better run game, but we have the better D line, so it makes it a moot point. We can neutralize their run game. We can savage them on offense because Mike McCarthy and Joe Philbin took a complete scrub rush to the offense. I think the offense is going to be rejuvenated. I mean, you just look at we don't even have fullbacks on the offense anymore. So it's a completely new approach for Mike McCarthy. Mike McCarthy always wanted a fullback on the roster. We have 0 fullbacks right now. We're going the complete new approach on offense. We'll see what happens there. At the end of the day, I think the Packers can beat the Bears by a score of 30-17 because the Bears have the element of surprise, so they might keep it closer than we're expecting for a Packers-Bears game. I'd love to just come out there and just run up the goddamn score on these hyper-optimistic Bears fans. I mean, it just makes me sick to see some of these Bears fans. Oh, we're like, I have a bet with my cousin right now. He's like, Bears 9-7 at least. Dude, they went 3-13 last year. Like, yeah, they got Khalil Mack, and they gave Trubisky some weapons and this, that, and the other thing, but they went 3-13 last year. They're a year removed, and they have a brand new head coach. They got to work out the kinks with that. They got to work out the chemistry and all that shit. All it's been so far is training camp and preseason, and they didn't even look that good in preseason, the starting offense. So, but they do have the element of surprise. They have a bunch of looks that we have not seen on tape. So I think they could keep it close for maybe the first half, maybe the first 3 quarters, but we're eventually going to pull away with this game. It's going to be like a 31-17 kind of game. And, but I really hope it's like a 42-3 or something like that, so I can just shove it down the Bears fans' throats. But yeah, guys, I think that's all I got for you today. I'm going to start doing like previews for games, kind of like this, and then I'm going to do reviews. I'll be like breaking down the game and what I saw and what I thought, and any other shit that just comes to my mind, I'll be spitting out there for you guys. So yeah, check out thepackershub.com. Listen to my podcast. I just dropped one right now before I post this video. So give that a listen. See what I think about the 53. I'll be coming out with a bunch more new content, podcasts, videos, previews, reviews, all of it. Keep it tuned in to the Packers Hub, thepackershub.com, and I'll catch you guys later.
Go Pack, go! 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 Go Pack, go!